some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown.
Number 8.
Like that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. The Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the move. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
14, Western Michigan, 10.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Quick release on the RPO. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Slips through the line, and the returner will be brought down. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice bounce.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth it.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Handoff from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocked.
Running toward the tape. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Davis will throw. Finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The inside handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10.
It's hard right now on defense. You've got the lead, and you're not expecting the opponent to run it as much as they've been doing on this drive. So run, run, run. And now you're wanting to be aggressive. You're wanting to play downhill. And on that 3rd down, you see the play fake. You're expecting it again, and they throw it over your head. Right now, this defense, they're on their heels a little bit.
He's looking to throw it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man downfield.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside coverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Dances away from the heat. Shakes off the tackler. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
13.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab on the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And once he got loose, it was all over. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. He's in open space downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge...
Flying out to the left. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Huskies want to move quickly. He wants to throw here on second down.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him with that last catch. He now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Dumps it off in the flats. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground.
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Line gets set, 1st down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Davis looking to pass. He's got the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos look to do some damage in the red zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Never a doubt. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo.
Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They had a really productive 1st half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring 1st half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some alleviate.
He's into the open down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Davis will throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive. And
going over the top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab down the left side. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
34, Western Michigan, 29.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. They try to pop a run on the draw. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man quickly. Great move. Now he's got room. And he's running in the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Bermudez. Finds a crease at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Broncos! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to let it go. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Davis looking to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some big numbers.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate and make it easier on your target.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He'll keep it himself. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Broncos are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense in hurry up mode. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Davis will throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. This could be a major turning point in this game. Going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gets it out quickly. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Bermudez. Tackled immediately after the catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the right side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, and they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 8 over Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they like. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Now on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Going for the big play. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Broncos will hustle to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Finds his big tight end. Now facing a 3rd and long. Davis looking to pass. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Broncos will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. They want to get this defense on its heels.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Keeps looking downfield.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field.
This defense knows that turnovers win games. And here in this 2-minute situation with the lead, they've got a chance to shut the door if they can create one, and they did it right there. Great job getting that ball on the ground and then being there to fall on top of it. They're going to leave here with a W.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that